Money Matters on Fosse 107 with Hinckley Rugby Building Society.
A very good morning. It's Money Matters on Fosse 107. Time to join Colin Fife from Hinckley Rugby Building Society. Morning, Colin.
Good morning, Mark.
So, Colin, got lots and lots of questions for you. Did you have a good weekend, mate?
I did. Very nice weekend. Thank you.
So, interesting question here from a self-employed builder. Do building societies lend money to self-employed builders to build new homes?
Very rarely, actually, Mark. Very rarely. There are some. Very few do it. However, the one area that building societies are starting to get a real specialism in is self-build, where the owner of the property will decide that they want to build their dream home. They get a local builder, they get an architect, they get everything gathered together, and they draw down the mortgage in stages.
Are major world currencies a good investment?
Whoa, there's an interesting one. So, are they a good investment? So, undoubtedly, there will be people and organisations who make money out of currency trading, right?
Yeah.
And there are banks who have people who do that as their full-time job.
Right.
For the likes of you and me, Mark, that's probably at the riskier end of our options as to how we invest our money.
Yeah.
Because there's so many factors that could influence whether a currency goes up or down. It's very intensive to study and monitor those markets, and something completely outside your control could change in an instant and could leave you with a lower valued investment. So stick
with what you know.
Stick to what you know is always, probably our mothers told us that, Mark. It's good advice at any time.
What do you think is a good interest rate? I can remember my mum, for a very small amount of saving, would probably get 10%, for instance. So if you got 30 grand, you get 3 grand. That's a significant amount of money. Obviously, those days are long gone, and I think this particular listener is kind of trying to ask your advice on that.
Yeah. No, and you're absolutely right. There are some people who are looking around, but also there is the certainty around about a bank and a building society investment into an account that they know is absolutely protected in a single name up to £85,000 and in joint names up to £170,000. Absolutely cast iron guarantee on that, via the government. So you've got to weigh that up. Now, if you go back to the time where your mother was investing in an account and she was getting 10%, at that point the Bank of England base rate, I bet you, would have been roughly 10.5% or 11%. And therefore it felt as if you were getting a really strong return.
Yeah.
But you were getting slightly less than Bank of England base rate.
Yeah.
And the borrowers were paying 13, 14, 15% for their mortgage.
Can I just 15.5% my first mortgage?
15.5, right? So you remember those times are ingrained in your memory. So now Bank of England base rate is 0.1%.
I know.
0.1, the lowest it has ever been. Unfortunately, the consequences are that savers are getting the rough end of that stick. So really difficult to balance, Mark.
It is. And on that note, I will thank you so much, Colin, for your input today. It's been absolutely fascinating. I look forward to seeing you next week. And don't forget, head to our website, fosse107.co.uk, click on Money Matters, and put in your questions to Colin Fife, the top man at Hinckley Rugby Building Society, the CEO himself. It's the only way you can get to ask him a question. Just head to the website, fosse107.co.uk, click on Money Matters, put in your question there, and we'll ask it next week. And on that note, thank you very much, Colin. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Mark. Bye-bye now.